Hello, everybody, and welcome to the table team, and welcome to your review of Everton 1, Leeds United 0. How are we doing, Mally?
I'm all right, Matt. I'm all right.
I know, mate. I know. I promised that I won't come on here shouting and ranting and raving, because where does it get you? Where does it get you?
Don't get anywhere, Matt. Don't get anywhere. I'm calm.
Right, can we? Right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. That must have been worst performance Leeds have put in this season.
Yeah, I'm struggling to think of three worst teams after that performance. And
Even Southampton put in a fight to get 3 points against Chelsea.
Yeah, I can't. That team are they're like a coin. You can just flip them up in air, and you don't know which side it's going to land on. It's just weird. It's just weird. But with that performance, I can't think of three worst teams.
Let's be honest, Molly, we're going down, aren't we, if we carry on like that?
I'm not going to say until it's over, until it's over, it's, I'm not going down that road.
Right, I had a man who hope you're doing well, and she's just said there were no positives today at all. I know what she means, I do. And I feel sorry for Scaballo, I do, because he didn't ask for a job, did he? He got put in it. He got shoved into it. And now, do you think the board will have to do everything to get a proven manager of experience?
I think that they haven't got a clue what they're going to do.
Wow.
But there is a positive to take out of it. We're not Chelsea fans.
No, but that could be our fate next week when we play Southampton at home.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Evening, Michael. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. No, I just, watched Game of the League. Got excited. Game kicked off, and I thought you just could feel it. You could feel that it wasn't going to be our day. We won't get into first ball. We won't get into second ball. We won't win third ball.
I'll tell you what, I did notice Everton fans weren't up for it either. You could sense the nerve right through the stadium. Usually Goodison's rocking, but they were nervous. But for me, there were some bizarre decisions. First of all, I haven't a clue why Meslier decided to go for a walk for that goal.
Yeah.
Secondly, when Verba went off, why didn't he put Cooper on? Koch can't kick with his left foot. He showed that. And then the third decision, why did he take Somerville off instead of Harrison? Harrison was absolutely dire.
He was poor. He really was.
So, there was some strength. I'm not saying it had changed the game because I can't remember us testing Pickford.
We didn't, apart from catching practice with crosses coming in, high crosses. I don't think we had the shot on target. On target in 90 minutes of play.
But where Meslier were going for that goal, I don't know what he were doing. I don't know if he were thinking of going for an hot dog or something. I don't know what he were doing.
Michael Brown says, awful performance today. Harrison and Bamford were so poor today. Their first touch was appalling.
I
Yeah,
thought Bamford were all right.
did you?
Yeah. Apart from that chance that he fluffed, I thought all in all he did okay. Harrison were dire. I thought Bamford did all right.
Mally, what do you make to the lads who we've brought in January window?
Well, we've only seen McKenna.
What do you reckon to him? What do you think?
I think he's all right. He's all right. He's a bit of a bully. He's not special. Rooter, we haven't seen anything of really. Who else did they buy? They bought 3.
McKenna, Rutter, and
I can't think. Who what third?
oh God, McKenna, Rutter. Who did we buy? Gosh, not much of a bloody chat. I can't think who we bought. McKenna, Rutter was last one, wasn't he?
McKenna, what last one?
McKenna was last one. Rutter,
I thought we bought 3.
Yeah, we bought that new player, didn't we? That Rodrigo Moreno, whatever he's called.
I'm not including him. Verba was the first one, wasn't he?
Well, he had to go off at half time, didn't he, with his own shoulder? He landed hard on that shoulder.
No, what I'm saying is he was a winter signing. He was his first winter signing.
I just don't get what I don't understand how our players want us up for it as what Everton players want.
Ain't a clue, Matt. Ain't a clue. Like you said, them players are like a coin. You can toss it up in air and see what side it lands down on. That's all they're going to play.
Do you know what I think, Mally? I think a few of our Leeds players are overrated. I do. I think us Leeds fans, because we're Leeds fans, we overrate them to what they really actually are.
But how can you raise a game for Man United? Go 2-0 up at their place, and then put in a performance like that.
Maybe the players haven't got the strong underbelly for a fight, Mally. I mean, let's be honest. I spoke to my dad on the phone, and he says anybody who can't raise their game against Man United, you might as well pack up playing, especially when you're playing for Leeds.
I don't know. I don't know if it's because of Man United let us have the ball more, whereas Everton didn't. But I don't get it. But I'm not going to write them off yet. It's not over yet. It's not far off, but it's not over yet. That final whistle ain't blown yet.
We're in a rut, Mally. We haven't won in league since November, and
I agree.
It's trying to get. It's trying to get that confidence back into players, and the only way you gain confidence is by winning games. But the problem is, I mean, I honestly thought Everton would have been an easier game than Southampton, if I'm honest. I thought Everton would have been an easier game because I watched them against Liverpool. I know it were at Anfield, but it was there down to get in that game, and they it were like chalk and cheese. Watching them play Liverpool and then watching them play us, it was chalk and cheese. A bit like us, like you just said with the Man United Leeds, the Man United game to the Everton game. It was exactly the same for them. They were awful against Liverpool in their derby, but brilliant against us. I mean, they deserved to win as well. They deserved to win that game.
Yeah, I can't explain what happened. Do you want to go through chat, Matt?
Yeah, of course, you mate. The strange thing was today, but for that Ilan Meslier mistake, Leeds would have got an undeserved point.
Mm-hmm.
Bandy, hope you're doing well. I'm off to knock on Radzonota's door for the job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's going to have to do something. I know that. Did you see him sitting in the stands, Mally? They didn't look impressed, did they?
I watched, just before I came on, I watched about 5 minutes of Joe Wainman.
Right.
And what a lot of tosh he talks.
Why?
Sack the board. Sack the board. Who the hell is going to sack the board? The board own the bloody club. Who's going to sack him?
Yeah.
Radrazani is the board.
And he's part of it.
I'll tell you what is this man talking about? I feel his pain and, I understand his frustrations. But sack the board. Who's going to sack him?
I think the player who's. I think the one who seems to have put us in this bit of a predicament is Victor Orta.
Yeah.
If people said, Victor Orta, he ain't fit for purpose. He hid behind Bielsa. Bielsa was shield for them 3 years when he come to Leeds. I can understand that. If people wanted Victor Orta out of club, I can understand that.
He's made some good decisions and he's made some bad decisions. He's brought in some good players, but then again, he's made some howlers. I'm sure it wasn't Orta's decision to sack Jesse Marsh or Bielsa. I think it was Radrazani's decision.
Well, everyone seems to think that were on Victor Orta's. Victor Orta were the last man standing, defending Jesse Marsh. Apparently, I don't know how true it is because it out of club's mouth. But
this is it.
They wanted to sack him sooner.
Yeah, well, this is it. Are some of the fans looking for a scapegoat? And Victor Orta's the easy candidate. I don't know. I really don't know.
See, I would have thought, well, if Radzaly wanted, if it's true that Radzaly and Kinnear wanted Marsh sacked before Victor Orta agreed to it, they would. I'm sure Radzaly could have called Colt shot and says, look, he's going. Sorry, Victor, he hasn't done it. He's going. Rather than waiting for Victor to make up his mind what he wanted to do.
Well, maybe that's why they didn't do it, because they didn't have a plan. They didn't have a backup.
It was a knee-jerk reaction, wasn't it? I mean, we could all see it wasn't working with him. We could all see it, but it was definitely a knee-jerk reaction, not to have a candidate lined up. I mean, if we talked to Jesse Marsh for 2 years, apparently Victor Orta would talking to Jesse Marsh for 2 years. He would going behind Bielsa's back and talking to Marsh. So why didn't they go behind Marsh's back and talk to another manager?
I think the difference with Bielsa was that he wouldn't take a longer contract than 12 months, so you never knew.
Yeah.
You never knew from 1 year to next whether they were going to say, no, I've had enough, or I'll sign an extension. Whereas if you get a manager in and you give him a 3 or 4 year contract, he ain't going to walk.
No.
And I think that's the difference. With Bielsa, you were forced really to have a backup plan, just in case he did say, I'm not staying. Go on, mate.
Amani says, I do not want to see Alisson or Bamford at next game. Nonto has got an attitude problem. He played into Everton's hands. I said it would happen. You did, Amani. Scoobs mentioned after the match that Cooper didn't have 45 minutes in him. Tom Rogers says, staying up. I think it's been a bit sarcastic there, don't you? Inky 1919 says, good evening all. When they sacked Jesse Marsh, I said to you that the board would have a plan and somebody will be in place very quickly. How wrong was I? I think we're all guilty of thinking that and being wrong, aren't we? We're all guilty of it, and it's I thought they might have had a plan B.
They may have had a plan B, Corberan, but it backfired. And so did plan C and plan D and plan E.
What the hell is someone?
I agree with that.
What the hell is someone who? What the hell? Someone who cannot play 45. What the hell is someone who can't play 45 minutes doing on the bench?
Totally agree. But I mean, at the end of the day, could have still brought him on. And if he flagged after 30 minutes, bring him off. Then put Rasmus on. But to do what he did, just sort of unbalanced that back line. Because Robin Koch can't kick with his left foot to save his life.
Tom Rogers says, Mally, I think Bamford suffers from playing as a lone striker. We ought to try two up top. I've been saying that for months.
Possibly, because he's a bit of a target man, isn't he? And he can hold the ball up, but he's got no support. It's quite possible.
Rutter is not match fit. Are there reserve games that he can play in or something like that? That's what's used to happen with players in that situation.
You could put him in 21s.
Get his match fitness up.
And put Mateo Joseph on bench.
Leeds were missing Rodrigo with his intelligent movements and an eye for a goal.
Maybe so, Michael, maybe so.
Tom, it's called the under-21s these days. Yeah.
It used to be called reserves. Harmony should know that.
Brother Kieran's in house. Good day, Stuart and Mally. Hope you're well, brothers. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. It's just a shame that even West Ham are in relegation places now.
Hope you're enjoying weather, Kieran.
Yeah.
No mozzies over here.
Under 21s, under 23s, you mean? Yes, they don't seem to have reserves now. It's development squad instead.
I don't think it is. I don't think it's under 23s. It's under 21s now.
Everton were not that much better than Leeds. They were poor. Leeds were worse.
I don't know, but we're lucky. Bloody 2 clearances off at line.
They definitely deserved with Michael, unfortunately, but they did.
We didn't have a shot on target.
Only Leeds and Crystal Palace are the only Premier League teams that haven't won since the restart of the Premier League after the World Cup. I think we've lost most amount of games now as well, I believe.
Yeah, we're in dire straits. There's no two ways about it.
It is now the under-21s from this season.
That's what I thought.
Leeds didn't register a single shot on target today. No.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Right. I'll keep going with comments. Still on the subject of Rutter, I'm sure he's good, but his body language does not inspire confidence. I'm going to speak about Rutter as well. Looks like a student who has just been roped in and has turned up for training for a laugh.
Yeah, he's only a young lad, isn't he? But I think the Premier League's caught him out.
Whereas, I saw that, Michael. Somerville went straight down tunnel after being subbed.
Did he?
Yeah.
Maybe he had a little tweak.
No, he went down there pretty lively, Mally.
Did he?
Yeah, pretty lively. Yeah, he went down there pretty quick.
What, like in an angry way?
Yeah, in a bit of a moody way, yeah.
All right. I don't blame him. Because there were worse players on pitch than him. I don't blame him.
You could take your pick, couldn't you, really?
I'd have taken Harrison off. No problem.
Why did we bloody cancel that move on for Leicester?
No idea, mate.
Should have
No
took that £20 million or whatever it was.
I don't know. Some people rave over him. I don't know. I can't see it myself. I don't know what to see in him.
It's got no end product.
They must see something. I don't know what it is.
Are you caring up? You're enjoying your time over here?
It won't be. It won't be. Not unless he's brought his umbrella.
Whose decision was it to sack Marsh? The 49ers pressure or on Rads, or was it Rads without having a replacement?
We'll never know. We'll never know.
Am I in my old China? I haven't heard that saying for a long time. I think Marsh was sacked due to the pressure from the 49ers. Artem Natali wanted to keep him. But the thing is, though, right, if the 49ers wanted him sacked, why didn't they bloody make sure that they had a manager in place?
And also, why did they fund the signings that he wanted?
That's a good point, Mally. It is. Regarding Jesse Marsh, we will never know whether it would have worked with him. He wasn't there long enough.
No, we won't know.
Kieran, talking to China, Sweden ladies best team for one a few days ago. I really think we really needed to go 5-2-3 for a few games. Yeah, we need to do something.
There's no harm in trying it, is there?
You see, I would have said something like 5-1, a 5-1, like a 5-1-3-1, if you see what I mean, or something. Just and you know, players just to try something different. And if we do go with extra strikers at top, you've got to see what Rutte can do from start. You know what I mean? I don't want to see him coming on when we're losing. I want to see him start and see what he can do. We've bought him, and might as well use him.
I don't think it'd have mattered what we'd have done today. They just weren't up for it.
See, that's scary, with especially with it being Skabala's third game. You know what I mean? You would have thought there would have been.
It's crazy because they're not up for a football game, yet they'll go into a ruck and start fighting with each other. You know, that energy.
Red cards there.
Yeah, that energy should have been put on the pitch. Not playing silly handbags. It was just mental.
See, I'm in agreement with Arnie, though. Nonto's a bit naughty. It's a bit. He likes to be involved in stuff like that. He looks for it.
I think there's a few of them. like that.
Well, they need to get it. They need to knock it out of them. Leeds need to appoint a manager. Leeds need to appoint a manager with a proven track record of managing in one of Europe's top 5 leagues, as Bielsa did at Bilbao and the Argentine national team. Marsh was sacked at Leipzig after 5 months.
Yeah, trouble is it's the wrong time of year. We bottom out league, and we're not going to attract that kind of manager.
See, this is it. I think as Leeds fans, this is why it says, when I says, did we overrate as players? Are we also overrating? Are we also overlooking where we are in league and, you know, what living in a real world from, you know, reality world? Because in a fantasy world, I'd love to see Nuno Espirito Santo spot through the door tomorrow. But it's not that simple. It's not that straightforward.
Yeah. Some fans seem to think that we're bigger than what we actually are.
Yeah.
No, the living on history.
I told my dad this. I said, Dad, when we 3 years into Premier League, 2 years trying to avoid relegation, we're a small fish in a big pond now.
I think there's a lot of fans haven't seen Leeds when they were at the best. I think the last time I think they were at the best was under O'Leary.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. But look how we had. Look what trouble we got ourselves into getting that team together.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is many fans won't even remember O'Leary because they won't be old enough. You know, we remember O'Leary, we remember Wilkinson, I remember Revie.
I don't remember Revie. I was born in
No.
80s, so unfortunately I missed him.
Yeah, so, but there's many fans I've never seen O'Leary's team play or Wilkinson's team play, and they're just living on the club's name.
I think, do you know as well, is recent history, I think we're living on Bielsa's name and all.
Yeah, maybe so.
You know, because his name, you can't hold a conversation anywhere, whether it's on social media, on Twitter, or watching a Leeds content channel without him speaking about him.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, Bielsa were absolutely fantastic for us.
He was his own enemy. He was his own enemy with Bielsa.
Yeah, that was the problem, wasn't it? He wouldn't accept that he needed a bigger squad.
He was too stubborn. And it came back to bite him, unfortunately.
Would play Rutter over Bamford for the Southampton. Would play Rutter over Bamford for the Southampton match.
Yeah, it's a fair call. It's a fair shout.
Well, see what Rutter can do.
Yeah, the trouble is with Rutter is he's been playing him out wide.
Well, as you know, we watched that American, and Michael watches it as well. That American in Leeds in America, or some American in Leeds, and he said, guy with glasses, young lad, he got asked about Rutter. You know, they brought it up, and it says that Rutter's best position is coming in from off at wing. So I don't know
if you're going
to position.
Exactly. But the trouble is, if you're going to drop Bamford, then you can't play Rutter in that position.
No. Maybe you could play Rutter. Maybe you could drop Harrison.
I'd drop Harrison in an heartbeat, mate.
But Nonto's going to have to grow up a little bit because he's getting involved with a lot of spats lately, and and I'm not liking it. I'm not enjoying seeing him do it neither.
Yeah, he must let knows that the fans like it.
It's not for me, Malik. You know, I'd rather have 11 men on pitch than take the risk of going down to 10 minutes. I did up with 11.
Are you having trouble with your internet, mate? You keep freezing.
Yeah, it keeps dropping, doesn't it? It keeps lagging, doesn't it? It's lagging. I'm being right for about over a week now.
Right, okay, mate.
If Leeds stay up, they need to upgrade Harrison with Pulisic.
I don't think we need to replace Harrison with a winger. You know, could maybe strengthen in other areas.
Tom Rodgers Stu, my opinion, the 49ers are the NFL owners. They would just assure that Leeds could replace Jesse easily. If the 49ers funded the signings, all the more reason to demand Jesse is sacked. Yeah, but after a game,
Don't make sense to me, don't that? If
I
they
don't know.
funded his signings, then to me they'd be the ones that want to keep him.
Yeah, they wouldn't want to sack him after the first game after transfer window closes, would they?
I wouldn't have thought so. But as I said, we'll never know.
Charlie boy, brother Charlie boy, tough loss today, boys. We're right down there with you.
You might be tomorrow, Charlie.
No, I think they are. They're in relegation places, Mally.
Yeah, but they play Spurs tomorrow, don't they? So if they can beat Spurs tomorrow, it'll take them out.
So it's a London derby, though, isn't it? So what could happen?
Yeah. And Spurs are so unpredictable. They'll play well one. It was a bit like us. They'll play well one week and then get battered the next week.
Molly and Stu, do you think the Leeds players are spoiled and feather-bedded? Jesse and now Scabala are too nice.
Maybe so. Maybe we do need a manager that'll kick him up the arse and that aren't scared of making these big decisions.
I'm worried. I'm worried that they're getting too comfortable.
Possible. That's the board's problem. They created this problem, so yeah, I'm sure a lot of fans do like it when Nonto gets naughty. That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of fans like that. I've not noticed it, to be fair. I've not noticed it. Some of them can be like that at times. And Adams and McKennie, I'm sure they can be.
Yeah, well, Adams won the. It was Adams.
He started the spat, yeah.
Yeah, he started it today. He did.
Yeah.
He did. Hi, Stu, Malik, Amani,
Right, Charlie.
Big Mally and Kieran. Lee would have done a better job than Harrison today. I think we all would have done. But for some reason, we insist on starting him in every game. We're starting him in every game, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Inky 1919, do you think the prolonged takeover has had an effect on the players and the new manager?
I wouldn't have thought so because we knew that the option was to buy 2024. So everybody knew that.
So why has it took so long?
It was just an agreement they made. That's all. It was just an agreement.
Yeah, but you don't normally hear that, Mally, from other clubs.
I know. Usually it's the case of the club's up for sale and highest bidder gets it.
Yeah.
But this has been just been one of them strange relationships.
Sounds like a marriage to me. Tom Rogers again. Thanks for the comment, Tom. Another question for you, Mally and Stu. Do you think Leeds is a more challenging club to manage than most others due to the history, pressure cooker, and toxic fans?
Quite possibly.
Toxic fans. Definitely got toxic fans.
History. Bielsa. Quite possible.
Yeah, because I don't mean this in a nasty way to anybody like Hermione. I know how much Bielsa meant to to Hermione and stuff, but I don't think people have got over getting rid of Bielsa.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a bit like when a bit like Arsenal when Wenger left, they brought in that Unai Emery, and
might,
it didn't work. They didn't take to him.
it might have softened the blow if they'd have offered him another post within Leeds United.
Yeah. To
And
keep him
if he turned it down, then that's fine. You know, that might just have softened the blow with the fans. You know, do you want to take over under 21s, or do you want this position on board, or whatever? But it was just a case of, sorry, it's not working. Bye bye.
Yeah, I know, we're a bit harsh. We're very harsh, but I
That's
guess
what football
normally
is,
that
isn't it?
happens in business, isn't it?
That's what football is, mate. Yeah.
I bet Aston Villa will beat Everton at Goodison Park next weekend.
Wouldn't be surprised. Everton will be on a high, though. That's for certain.
And so will Southampton when they play us next week and all.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not a good place to be in. Our fans are the same.
Aston Villa got battered today, didn't they?
Yeah, they were unlucky. They won it 93rd and 97th minute.
Yeah, they were 2-1 up, though. 2-1 up and got beat 4-2.
Yeah.
Our fans are the same. I'm told not to worry, and we're sat at the bottom. That's how it is, Charlie. That's how it is, mate. It's not over until it's over.
Hello all, Everton. I think it's between Leeds and us who go down with Southampton and Bournemouth, in my opinion.
I think Dash will keep you up, mate.
I think your home form's. I think your home form, Richie. I think your home form's crucial to you. And if you can keep it, Goodison Park rocking, I think you've got a really good chance.
Did you go to the game, Richie? Because I noticed that the fans were a little bit quiet. They didn't seem as, I don't know. They weren't rocking like Goodison Park normally does.
Nonto was okay until he become pally with Somerville. That is where the problem lies. Bielsa said it long before he went. That is why Somerville didn't get games. They need to be disciplined. Captain's job.
Yeah, because they're all young lads, aren't they? They're all young kids. Well, that's up to the manager to manage them.
I remember all the glory days. It's a great club, but you're right. We're a small club. We're a small big club now. I also think the supporters idol worship Bielsa.
Yeah,
he's just a manager at the end of the day.
Yeah, but he's the manager that got us up into the Premier League,
and took it.
And that's how he'll be remembered, and for how humble he is, and just everything about him.
He did more good for Leeds than bad for Leeds, let's put it that way.
Oh, absolutely.
Including City. You know what I mean? He did a lot. He didn't just bring Leeds United, Leeds football fans together. He brought Leeds City together.
He put Leeds on map, didn't he?
Yeah, of course he did. Of course he did.
Yeah.
Lee would have scored an hat-trick against Everton today. I won't go as far as saying that. He would have needed service for a start. Do you think they created enough chances to really though?
No.
No.
We didn't work Pickford at all.
There were chances though, weren't there? I mean, Bamford missed that chance.
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of. But having said that, Mesley didn't have a great deal to do.
No, he didn't. He didn't
take ball out at net. I think he made one good save at his right-hand post, if memory serves me right.
Yeah, and I know. I think it was Maupay got a shot away, but it went straight to him.
So I think Mesley had more to do than Pickford. Why? I haven't a blooming clue.
Oh, Richie, welcome.
Just can't find it out.
Everybody welcoming Richie, which is good to see. Ian, good evening, Ian. Big Mally for manager.
I wouldn't know where to start, Ian. I wouldn't
have a clue, mate. It's a job we all talk about, thinking, as armchair fans think that we know what's best for the club, but when you get put in that dugout, no, I've got a bit.
No, I won't have it. Not for the money, not for Oxy in China. I won't have it.
Rutter did show flashes of class. I can see he is a good player, but he's not right. But he's not right from what I've seen. Why did we loan out Geltard? Mistake in my view.
Good point. I think Rutter, when he showed, because I thought when I first saw him, I thought, oh boy, this kid's got class. And then it was against Cardiff. So you got to put it into perspective. When he's turned up against Premiership boys, he can't handle it. But then you've got to bear in mind he's only 20-year-old. Another 2 or 3 years under his belt, and he may be world class. Who knows? He may be another Rafinha. We don't know. That's in the future.
Well, to back up what you're saying, I'm going to say who were our best player today on pitch.
Oh my God! Did we have one?
Yeah, we did. We did.
Oh, blimey! It's a toughie.
Firpo, again.
Yeah, he didn't do much wrong.
And he needed a full season to start for Penny to finally drop. He's been getting better and better since Cardiff. I've said it in every video we've nearly done, and it took a full season, Mally, a full season, because everyone thought he was done.
Yeah. Was Strike on bench today?
No.
Okay.
Yes, did Strike run down tunnel?
I've no idea, mate. That's what I'm asking.
Let me just double check. I'm sure he was. Give me a minute. Give me a sec. Yeah, it must have been, because we were just saying that he ran the straight down tunnel.
No, that we used to do Somerville.
Give me a minute. I'll tell you now. Yeah, I'm sure he was. Let's have a look.
I don't know.
Before I get myself shot. God, it pains me to look at that scoreline. Lineups. No, sorry, no, it wasn't. I'm getting confused. Strike was not on the bench neither.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep, Strike wasn't on the bench either, Mally.
Okay, mate. Right, you want to carry on, Matt?
I reached it. I am Arnie. Tom, sorry, but he is a cult hero. He brought us back to the promised land. Best football in many, many years. I have been on the terraces through it all since the 70s, heydays onwards.
That's right. That's what I'll be remembered for.
I shoot a big Mally Eilish 2023, mate. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Richie. I really hope Everton don't go down. It's a great historic club. It's a shame that, as you say, it could be between us and between Leeds and Everton.
You see, Everton historically are a big club.
Yeah.
But in this present day, they're not. And it's just how it is. Same with Hammers. They were a big club back in the day. But you can't live on history.
No. Well, West Ham were well known for their academy, weren't they? Everyone's saying hello to each other. Mally Stewart's not just his lead signings. Not arguing with you, but I can see that the 49ers may not have been up to speed. Their CEOs are just been brought in as the deputy chairman. I didn't know that, Tom.
But they funded the signings, didn't they?
They funded them, yeah. They paid for them, didn't they?
So
Because they don't want to see. They didn't want to see us go down. Because
I'm sure Jesse Marsh had a say in the signings.
Well, one of the players, I remember him saying, yeah, we all got together and I knew him, so it were an easy call to make.
Exactly.
I think,
I'm sure Marsh had.
Verba, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Marsh had a say. I mean, the McKennie thing really was a no-brainer for £1 million.
After last season staying up by our taste, didn't think we would be here again. That's exactly what our chairman's board said.
That's what we're saying. We're saying the same.
And remember when our board come out and said that it'll be impossible. It's impossible for Leeds to get in a relegation battle.
At least Everton pulled away before end of season. They were safe.
Yeah, they did with about 3 games to spare, I believe. We had to wait till the last minute.
Yeah.
And I said that I didn't want to go through that again, but it looks like that's exactly what we're going to be doing.
Looks like it.
All Premiership players are pampered simples.
Yeah, they're overpaid as well.
Well, you've heard what Sean Dyche is doing with Dominic Calvert-Lewin, don't you? He's checking his car. They've got someone in to check the car because of his injuries he gets. Checking his car he drives, what bed he sleeps on, what mattress he sleeps on. Yeah, right. Yes, Sean Dyche wants to get to the bottom of why he's always injured.
Fair enough.
Did you hear what Simon Jordan said? You listen to Talk Sport a lot, Mally. When he said about Dominic Calvert-Lewin, when he says he's the type of player who not likes to be injured, but doesn't mind being, mind being injured, sort of thing.
Yeah, just pick his pay packet up.
Yeah. Next season we will be at. Next season will be our last season, last Goodison Park.
Are they getting a new ground?
Yeah, by Dock, by Liverpool Docks. It's looking good as well. I've been watching. Someone does one of them. What do you call it, drones? What flies?
See, that's a strange one. If you buy a brand new stadium and go down, that's even worse.
I know, because it won't get full, will it?
How are they going to pay for that?
I think the money's been put away with Mashiri. The fund has been put away already.
I'm surprised they haven't frozen it and just stopped the build until this season's decided. Then they know where they are.
See, we're saying it's crucial to Leeds to be staying in Premier League. It's also crucial to Everton's plans going forward.
Of course, it's crucial to everybody.
Manny fell off, I know, and I did what him sacked. But I want to move forward. Fair enough, Matt and Tom. Michael Brown, Dyche has kicked Everton up the backside. He's banned them from having blankets on their subs bench and neck warmers, and worked on improving their fitness and got them playing more direct style.
Yeah, that's what Leeds need. Kick up the arse and wake them up.
Tom Rogers says it looks like you're going to have a great stadium. It really does. It looks impressive. 14 Yorks. It was a shambles. Harrison put 2 free kicks straight into touch. Rasmus took a foul throw level with their box near the end, and taking short corners that went back to Meslier, etc.
Yeah. Crazy.
Even Nonso took a corner.
Yeah, schoolboy errors.
So Marsh wanted them. They were his old players at previous clubs. all he knew, one-trick pony, who got found out should never have been brought in. Thanks. Now, children, be nice to chat, please. Richie, will you be going to our new ground? Will you be going to the new ground? Coleman will never score a goal like that again in his life.
Yeah, it was bizarre. It was bizarre, Charlie.
But he definitely meant it, because there were no
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. There were nobody there to potter.
Great strike. He saw there were no keeper there. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant strike. You know, Meslier, 100% at fault for that. And I'm sure he knows it.
Yes, the stadium is going to be fantastic on the banks off the Royal Blue Mersey. Wrong choice to replace Bielsa. It suited the American thing. There lies the fault. Should have recruited a decent manager and not a money-making ideal. My main points is that the fact that the 49ers did not fund their players at all for the more reason.
If the point is that if the 49ers did fund those players, all the more reason for them to be angry and react and perhaps make snap judgments.
Oh, right, it's on a waiting list with the rest of the 15,000.
What's that for? Season ticket?
Yeah, to get a ticket to get into the stadium. Anyway, what's done is done. Good point. Looked at Brentford, Brighton, and Fulham. It shows that they're the right recruitment for managers and players, organisation and playing style. Even lower Premier League clubs can do well in the Premier League.
Well, Brentford and Brighton have got an amazing policy, aren't they, in recruitment. Fulham, I just think it's the first season bounce. Look at Sheffield United, look at Leeds United. We'll see what Fulham's like next year.
You know, speaking about Brighton, though, what must Potter be feeling leaving Brighton, and what must the Todd Bowley feel bringing? You know, when he brought in Potter and all the coaching staff, he must have thought it was going to be, you know, they were practically there. It hasn't worked like that at all, has it?
Potter will be all right. His quid's in, isn't it?
60 million apparently. He's going to be making from out of his contract.
Great.
Michael, exactly that. Well said. Elliot Oliver.
Emmett Oliver.
Emmett Oliver. Sorry, Emmett. So what was the board's plan after sacking Jesse? Absolute criminal. We should have moved for Dyche before Everton. The board is taking us down.
I think Dyche were in post before we sacked Marsh, weren't they?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. You know, we should have moved for Dyche before Everton. You know, we should have had a plan, basically. The board is taking us down. I can't argue with that, Emma. I can't argue with that at all. I'm a 64-year-old, supported the Blues for 52 plus years. There's commitment, isn't it? That's commitment.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
We could have gone free in the midfield with Garby to match their free. He's a big unit. Joe Harrison let McKinney further forward. Montori was on the bench. He's a centre back. He's young, but a cool kid by all accounts.
Yeah, he's only about 18, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't think they could have thrown him into Everton game. We're Rocker on bench. So now he would have queried with Cooper.
No, Rocker wasn't on bench, no.
Right.
On bench, it were Robbles, Cooper, Christensen, that Montero, Brendan Aronson, Garby, Rutter, Greenwood, and Matteo Joseph.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, Onana shot one to Rosehead early in the game too.
Yeah, he did.
He brought the fans club, City club, unless that is tattooed on your heart, you don't understand. That's a good point. But right,
We've still got to let it go though.
Yeah, because he's not coming back. It's no matter how much we talk about him. It's it's look, hindsight. Benefit of hindsight is a wonderful thing, isn't it? But
Absolutely.
it's a wonderful thing. But what you can't, what's done you can't change. And by all accounts, Bielsa and even returning Radzali's phone calls.
Right, fair enough.
So Bielsa's obviously
that's his prerogative. Yeah.
Don't look like the manager where you want the type of man where you messed him about and then he give you expect you to be best mates with him again.
No.
Even Southampton got a result today. I know, brother Charlie. Oh.
A big one as well. And so did Bournemouth.
Michael Brown says Firpo.
Man at match.
Tom Rogers, Leand Malley, co-managers, Stuart for club chairman, Amani for director of football. I want my big office. They have a right nice green screen. Well, I won't even need a green screen, would I? I'd be looking at an Ellen Road all the time.
I'm not sure if me and Harmony could work together.
I think you could. I think you could. No, I do. I think you could. I think the thing with you and a man, you're two strong-minded people who don't normally take rubbish. If you both think that you're right, you won't back down.
I'll back down at half at time. I'm out for a quiet life.
14 Yorks Adams, Tyler Adams. He's starting to get a bit angry lately. He's Tyler Adams.
Could be frustration.
I think so. I think that's exactly what it is, Mally. I really do. Firpo was our man of the match. Yes, I agree. I've always liked Firpo. Well, I wouldn't go as far as saying I've always liked Firpo, but what I've said is he might need more time to get to adapt to Premier League.
It's definitely improving. Definitely improving.
Yeah, he was good today. He was good. I mean, you see, but this is it. You see, you need them all to improve, don't you? To get a result, you can't just have one player improving and rest of them not.
Exactly.
It's a team game, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm still baffled how we didn't have a shot on target. Which strike force that we've got. I just cannot get my head around that.
Leeds squad of the 70s were amazing to watch. Fantastic players.
I think a lot of squad in the 70s were amazing to watch. Chelsea's, your Liverpools, your Evertons. They were all great squads. But I think the pitches helps to make good games as well. Because they were mud baths half at time.
Pascal has not fully recovered from his concussion. He was not on the bench.
No.
Richard, I remember the Everton side of the 80s under Howard Kendall, another great side. Leeds 2023, I'm still not well, Stuart and Big Mally. Well, Leeds not well neither, and what I've decided is I'm going to ring doctors in morning, Leeds 2023. If you're not well, mate, ring doctors, seriously. Oh, it's Sunday tomorrow, isn't it? Why do I keep thinking it's Sunday today? Yeah, ring them up on Monday if you can. If you're not well, at least 2023, mate. Your health comes first.
See you
Ball
later, Charlie's going. See you later,
See you in
Charlie.
a bit, Charlie boy. Take care, mate. Take care. Ball, Wilson, Kendall, Husband, etc. Everton had some great players too, Richie.
Mm-hmm.
Two of the best cup finals came from Everton. 1989 when you equalised against Liverpool and all the fans ran on the pitch. 1995 when you beat Man United. Get well soon, Leeds 2023. Was gutted when Ball left the club to go to Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
Great history. The great Pele at Goodison was 8 at a time. At time. Cheers, Amani. LOL, sorry, that should have said I did not want Bielsa sacked, but I want to move forward. Typo. Wish you good luck for the rest of the season. Same to you, Richo. Same to you, Wet. Same to you.
We're gonna need more than luck.
Feel sorry for Meslier over the goal. Oh well, it happens. Meslier even. LOL, thanks, Amani. I've just invented a new player, Bielsa, some Bielsa. When Bielsa was here, I kept calling him Marcelo instead Marco instead of Marcelo. Laugh out loud. Hey, bless him. Bielsa on goal is he replaced Meslier, believed to have taken take after his close relative Bielsa, but makes one or two mistakes and it's a bit stubborn. Yeah. Unlike Leeds, Everton failed to recruit in January, apart from Dyche, who might turn out to be their best signing.
Yeah, possible. We'll know at end of season.
This is a question for us. Malice, what one thing would you like Scabalo to do for the next game against Southampton? Drop Bamford, give Routier a go. No, can't. He plays out wide.
Drop Harrison.
Yeah, Harrison, definitely. Yeah, and hopefully it's Pascal. I mean, you see, you've got a problem with Pascal then. Where do you play Pascal? I don't think he comes straight back into the side.
It all depends if Verber's out or Cooper's out.
Verber went down. Verber went down hard. He really did. I thought he dislocated his shoulder at first.
His shoulder in, aren't they? So then it's a matter of if Cooper's fit, because he could play at left centre back. But he needs to give him a rocketing. That is for certain.
Maybe change formation as well. Maybe try and, I don't know, play 5 at back, 3 centre backs if we can, and 2 wing back. 2 wing backs.
No idea, Matt. I don't have a clue.
Difficult. This is why they get paid the big bucks and we don't.
Mm-hmm.
Have to go to work the barbecue grill. Latest, guys. No worries. See you in a bit, Brother Charlie. At least Sheffield Wednesday had a good win today and look to be heading to the Championship. It's absolutely they got relegated to League One, you know.
We might be swapping play. Oh, they're heading to the Championship, yeah. I'm thinking
Sheffield United, they might be getting promoted to Premier League, mightn't they?
Didn't they get beat?
3-1, I think, wasn't it? 3-1 against Middlesbrough.
Mm.
Where's Charlie Boy? I saw Huddersfield won, didn't they?
Don't know, Matt.
Yeah, one that got his first win as Huddersfield manager.
I know they were winning when I last saw them, but I don't know what the result was.
Rutter can play centre forward, done it many times. I go for 5-2-3. Somerville, Rutter, Nonto, front 3. Gonna have to try something.
No idea.
We're gonna have to try something. Well, have you got a short or hard, Mally?
No, Matt.
No. Right. Well, look, guys, we're gonna leave it there. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Much appreciated. Really do appreciate it. Sorry, it's been a bit low key.
Well, I expect it wasn't going to be anything else, was it?
No. I won't over dramatize out, but I won't. I can't come on here all laughing and joking because there's nothing to smile about at the moment. Might be different next week or something, But this is why I wanted to do this stream a bit later, Mally, so we had time to just reflect on it rather than knee-jerk reaction to a review.
Yeah, that's fair enough, mate.
Well, anyway, guys, look, thank you very much for watching this edition of Disabled Team. There's only one thing left to say. I'll read out Tom's comment first. I think we've got a bit of defence now. Still like that cutting edge.
Yeah, it's weird.
Thank you, Stu and Mally, and also in the chat, feel better than I did 2 hours ago. No worries, Armani, love, no worries at all. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this edition of Disabled Team. There's only one thing left to say. It's a goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me. I'll speak to you later, Stu.
Take care, everybody. Cheers, Mally. Take care, everybody. Try and keep your chin up.